Congratulations. Welcome to your fourth and final week of strategic technology. Week 4. CIOs, or Chief Information Officers, the top executive in information technology, and this is the acronym that's most used, but not always. Might be Chief Technology Officer as well. Anyway, often have insight into what is effective regarding technology use. Many have survived the position by understanding the interplay between business dynamics and technology fit, which has kind of been a running theme for the course. The cost is high for failed implementations, and many have learned how to partner with key operational partners in order to choose the right technology, meaning vendors. You have to be careful with this, or companies that are skilled in rollouts. The software rollout, I've kind of broken these up into 3 sort of basic ways, and either aren't definitions that you have to learn necessarily, but they're good to be aware of. So one is Big Bang. Big Bang just means we turn the old system off, we turn the new one on, and go. As you might guess, that can be a scary proposition when you've got lots of different, hundreds of stores or something like that. They're going to roll out this software. You turn one off, the old one that worked, that you were confident of, and turn a new one on. Now, this is quick, or potentially quick, but it's potential. There's high risk reward with the Big Bang. Trial site. So you got 50 stores. You try one store at a time and work on that one, get it down, learn from that, and do the next one. So you do them one at a time as a trial site to kind of sharpen the knives to cut, to make the cuts that we need to and get things implemented right. Again, it's got advantages, disadvantages. Way slower, but might be less risky. And then phased. We would do, say the software's got 4 components. We turn each phase on singularly as a time, or a phase might be 10 stores, 20 stores, that type of thing. So kind of subtle differences among these, but they should give you an idea of how software is implemented in a very general sense. So learning activities, there's just a list for you. Make sure that you go through all of these in detail, and should give you some good insights. Week 4 assignments. Okay, purpose, ethical use of customer data. There is no shortage of data out there, especially with big data, social media. They know if you've got a Hey Google or a Alexa at home, understand you've got a microphone in your house that's on all the time, that's listening to what you say. And this is what algorithms, when they talk algorithms, it's the math behind how they're tracking your behavior, what you talk about. And it may not be nefarious ways to think about it, but understand everything you have said in the presence of that device, even your phone is on all the time, or can be turned on remotely, even when it's off, because it's got a microphone and it's hooked to a network. So you have to be careful about these things. So how do you ethically use customer data? Because there's so much of it, and it's so valuable, because that's what you make decisions based upon. So use these questions in bold to organize your responses. So we as managers and leaders have access to copious amounts of customer data. Using the example of Facebook's misuse of customer data, here's your question to bold. Does the ethical responsibility we have regarding customer satisfaction, do we have an ethical responsibility? Discuss what are we responsible for, what aren't we responsible for? And ethical goes beyond legal, I would suggest. So this is a good one to chew on. You got your replies, as we have done before. Again, follow the formatting directions, and that will help you greatly on both sides of this. Okay, here's the last kind of big assignment that you have. The CIO, Chief Operating Officer, Chief IT Officer, interview paper and presentation. The final assignment consists of research paper and narrated presentation. The purpose of this assignment is to compare key course concepts against the opinion of an industry expert. So you've got some wiggle room here, but we've got 4 questions to address that you definitely want to address. The goal is to find real life examples of how digital innovations aid or disrupt entire businesses or industries. There should be no shortage of examples for them. So here's a research paper. Using the list of questions provided on the course site, which I have here, interview a CIO or COO using what you've learned from your experience, and write a 5-page research paper focusing on the following questions. So these are headings for sections. Okay, I want to see these bold headings so I can tell what you're talking about in each section, and just walk through it. And it's going to help greatly when you interview somebody to have these in front of you, and you can make notes and things. Anyway, how does CIO, COO approach today's business world? Include key citations from your interview. Okay, so what do they think? And they should have, if I would work early on this, to make sure you can have somebody ahead of time. But this should give you some pretty eye-opening examples, I would think. What does your interviewee think are the most disruptive technologies facing him or her today? I could guess on that, but I'm not going to spoil the surprise for you. What are his or her plans to solve or work through these issues? Long term, that's strategy. How are they going to get their arms around a new technology to use it so it doesn't allow their competitors to leapfrog over them? Has he or she promoted the adoption of new technology, and if so, what was done to promote the adoption? So incorporate, those are 4 really good broad questions. This should be very interesting for you. Incorporate all of your learnings from the course up to this point, and if possible, connect your learnings, the key concept to the course in your program. The assignment should include at least one external research citation. Citation should be in addition to the data and the citations that we discussed above here. I look forward to reading these. I think it'll be interesting for you. This is a really good assignment to end on. Then your presentation. Prepare a 5 to 7 minute presentation. You don't have to read the presentation. I would just use bullet points from each section, and maybe 4 slides, maybe 5 with citations, and you work your way through it. This shouldn't be a real burdensome addition here, but so you can use speaker notes. Speaker notes are what you potentially could read in order to speak to the bullet points, but on the slide itself is the bullet points. Speaker notes are just that. What's the narrative that you've written up? Submit your PowerPoint or other visual aid to the course site by day 7. Students will present during class in week 4. This is an online course, so you won't do that, so don't worry about that part of it. So I'm the only one that'll see these. But anyway, I'll look forward to it. Use a little bit of creativity. I've enjoyed your hard work and look forward to seeing this final assignment. Take care.